What's up guys, Chris here, back again with another video for you guys today. In tonight's video, I want to talk about the Adidas promo and how you guys can make coins today on Friday. There's a lot of different trading methods, there's a lot of different things you should be looking at on the market today. So we're going to go through that in tonight's video. Here is the loading screen, obviously starts in 13 hours and 5 minutes. We have 88 overall, 89, and 90. So you guys can obviously guess. There really wasn't too many leaks today with the cards that are going to be heading into the Team 1. I'm assuming this is going to be a 2-week promo because there's so many Adidas represented players in football that this could be a really big promo. Before we get into the video really quickly, if you guys can just drop a like on it and subscribe if you're new around here, that'd be absolutely awesome. I want to go into the store real quick because I think this is going to be a play today on the market, and that is looking out for the pack supply. Now, I have a lot of packs that are saved. I'm saving currently my rare mega pack from season, like the milestone. I have a couple of premium gold players packs, small prime gold player pack, 2 player packs. I'm going to build some more stuff, maybe off video really quickly before tomorrow. I think that's going to, come into play tomorrow with the 6 p.m. content. I think a lot of people didn't really enjoy the Rule Breaker Team 2, and I actually didn't really enjoy the promo in general. But there's new Adidas promos coming out with really cool card design, and they can really do well with the players that they select with this promo. So I expect there to be some sort of, supply from save packs today alongside the packs that we're going to be getting at 6 p.m. what EA releases essentially. So just kind of like looking at supply, I want to just talk about this because this isn't how to make coins necessarily, but this is how to not lose coins, and that is to go in early on cards. Now, we like to tell you guys to look at popular meta golds or anything that is in packs that is dropping a lot. So, for example, like in previous weeks, we would tell you guys, all right, this is the low point on Sun, this is the low point on Hakimi. If like De Bruyne is right there, Van Dijk, Mane in particular as well. We had a scenario last Friday where we saw Mane go from a low point. He went from 209,000 coins in the morning. He went down to 185k. I sniped a few at 182. He then went right back up to 197. But we've seen market trends this year, artificial market trends, where this isn't really, casual players buying up this Mane because he was just too low. This was investors and other traders on the game that were buying him at a quote-unquote low point because they thought that card was going to go up in price and they didn't want to miss the buy window. So what ended up happening with this card was I got off stream. He was 196, 197. I was listing up for a couple hours at like 208 to 210 for lazy buyers because I didn't think there was going to be that much more rise in that card. I come back on later that night and he's 178,000 coins and he goes down 19,000 coins. And a lot of cards were like that on Friday night. And the reason why that happens is because these people that bought at the quote-unquote low point, they didn't see the rise that they wanted to, so they were all selling off at the same time, causing that card to drop in price. I'm not saying that's going to happen today, but I think that's something that you guys should be careful of in the future because we see so many market movements of people buying into a card because they believe that is the low point, and then when it doesn't go their way, it ends up dropping the price even further on a card. We've seen this a couple times with guys like Dembele, right? Mane in particular, Varane sometimes. We've seen this happen where there just isn't as much demand as people think. And because of that, all that supply that comes in, it could make the card really drop. So just be careful with that today. I do expect there to be a lot of supply. And just touching on supply a little bit, we got 25k preview packs today. Not that I got anything good out of mine. But, are we going to get a preview pack tomorrow? I'm not too sure. But I expect because the last couple weeks we've gotten 50k packs and we've gotten 10 of them. I would assume we're going to get that at least tomorrow. Does EA want to go big and ballsy? And do they want to go with a 100k pack supply for the first time this year? That would be really interesting to me because if that did happen, I think we would see a really big market drop off on some of the meta gold cards like your Kyle Walkers, your Van Dijks. Even like your guys like Rashford, Dembele, who you think might not be that much, can't be that much lower. It might end up actually being the case that they do go lower. So just kind of keep an eye out for the meta golds. I would say to you guys, if you see an artificial rise, if you see something get bought up really quickly, you can try to get in on it. but there is a risk associated with that because in weeks prior, we've seen rises that are seen natural, and we've seen rises that are definitely artificial, and it kind of burns you at times. So just kind of be careful with that today. It's not really about how to make coins in that sense, but it's just almost like not how to lose coins, and that's kind of really important. Now, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about panic before 6 p.m. UK time. We don't know many players that are in this Adidas team. I know 1 or 2 players. João Felix, obviously cover boy in FIFA, and one of the stars in the, that represent Adidas. He is most likely going to be in this promo, so expect him to be there. Now, what you can do, if you want to, is you can buy this Felix, which, listen, my source, actually, as you can see right here, this guy was 800 coins earlier today, and he's now up to 950. So if you want to buy this card, 800, 850, all you got to do is see this card go out of packs today on Friday, if it happens, right? If my source is correct on this, and João Felix does get in. And again, it's kind of like putting 2 and 2 together, right? This is one of the bigger Adidas athletes right now, and also he's a cover star in FIFA. There's a good chance that this card is going to get represented in this promo. You can buy this guy at 800 coins. All it takes is one SBC that is, requiring an 83 overall card, whether it's a party bag, whether it's a repeatable, and this guy should go up a lot in price because he's out of packs and there's no supply with that card during all these promo packs being ripped open today. So that's something to kind of keep an eye on, and that also, I think, is something that you guys can do on Friday before the 6 p.m. content drop. If you go on Twitter and you, look at some of the tweets that usually are coming from the leakers, if they're telling you who is getting into the team, make sure you guys get in on that, because you can buy before people realize that those cards are in, that are going into the promo team, and their gold cards are going out of packs. You can buy early and then sell to the investors before 6 p.m. That is a trend that we've seen over the last 4 or 5 weeks with promos. So just keep an eye out on that. I would say in terms of other market panic, keep an eye out for Team of the Week 8. And the reason I say that in particular today is because last week we saw Vinicius Jr. go from 575,000 coins in the morning, and we then saw him go to 500k during right before 6 p.m. content. What this showed was that people were selling that card off to go and buy him back at the quote-unquote lower point, which was during pack supply. Too many people wanted to do the same thing, causing that card to go right back up to 555 to 570, I believe. So, a trend that you could see today, if you see a guy like Goretzka, or you see a guy like Nkunku, or you see a guy like Cancelo, and yes, this is dependent on the pack supply as well. There is a little risk to this. But if you see these guys massively dropping from their points right now on this video, and you see them dropping a lot, and I'm talking big percentage drop-offs. I'm not talking Cancelo goes from 90,000 points to 83. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking if you see Cancelo 67, 68, right? You're seeing a 22k drop off here. That causes for concern. If you see Goretzka 200k, right? That could be cause for concern. If you see that, you might see a quick bounce in these cards after whatever supply we do get, or right after 6 p.m. content, because too many people were waiting to buy these cards. That was what we saw happen with the milestone rewards. We touched upon that in last night's video. How we said that before awards was going to be a lower point because so many people were selling off because they thought the market was going to crash at Ralph's awards. Instead, the market ended up going higher because too many people were waiting for that low point and it never happened, so they just bought anyway. That could be something you see with some of these bigger Team of the Weeks today on Friday, so just keep an eye out on that. I think it could happen. Let's see what happens there. Another thing I want to talk about is icons. Now, I can't go a single Friday without mentioning icons. Last Friday, we didn't see as great of a rebound, but we did see some rebound, and that was with the baby icon potentially coming out. So, the fact that we saw, any little rebound in icons on Friday, now we already have the base icon. And because of the base icon already being out, now icons can fluctuate, and they can have their proper rebound. So, we saw the icon market today go up from 85 points all the way up to 91. It's doing very well right now, very healthy. If you see this going back down, which I expect it to happen, look for your most meta cards, right? Look at your rare cards. I'll give you guys a couple on the video right here. Carlos Alberto is one card for me that is very rare. He has less than 1 page on the market, and he's a very rare card. Another card, and some of these big tier cards, and a lot of them are Brazilian for some reason, but 90 Garrincha, the 92 Garrincha. These are cards that are rare, right? These are guys that can go really high at nighttime. Baby Van Persie. This is somebody that I'm going to be looking at for today on my account because I want to play with this card this weekend. So I'm going to look and see if I can get like an 800 or an 810. Right? I want to take a look at that. George Best, another card, right? These are guys that I would keep an eye on. I would look at maybe Baby Blanc. I'd be looking at Baby Desai. These are cards, guys, that are rare. I mean, look at the supply that this card has at the moment. He's 820,000 coins on the market. Keep an eye out for some of these really, big drop-offs today. 89 Blanc would be another card for me. All you gotta do here is look meta, look rare, and you'll make a lot of coins on these cards on the rebound. So pick your icons wisely today. Look at cards that are really, really meta and who people want to use in their teams, and you'll make a lot of coins. And obviously, you want to study the icon prices right now as you're watching this video, and then compare the prices in about 8 to 10 hours from now. So that's something you guys want to do with icons. Another thing, during supply today, you're going to be able to do the basic filter once again, because again, whenever there's pack supply, there is an opportunity to look at the most commonly packed icons, and by doing that, you want to go basic filter, because these are the cards that are just being packed recently, and some people could be putting these cards up at ridiculous prices. Another card actually that I would be keeping an eye on would be Zola as well. That's a pretty good market mover. I would probably keep an eye on that. I'd keep an eye maybe on this Desai as well, this CDM version. And the only way that these cards don't rebound, in my opinion, is if the market just gets absolutely destroyed by whatever content EA brings out, or they bring an SBC that is so in demand, which I don't expect to happen, that you see some of these cards in a certain position struggle to rebound. But that hasn't happened since Marquinhos' SBC last year, where he really hurt a lot of the midfielders in that market. So just keep an eye out for the icons today. I want you guys also during reward, like all the supply today, I want you guys to keep an eye on SBC fodder. Some of the biggest rises we saw after milestone rewards today was SBC fodder. So let me show you guys Thomas Muller, for example. I just want to show you guys a graph right here. He's 17,000 coins, and right after milestone rewards, he goes all the way up to 22.5k. He then drops off a little bit with marquee matchup supply, and now is back up a little bit. I think that these cards are going to be really good, not only to snipe today when they get low, but also to bid. Bidding on promo Fridays is a very good way to make coins in the game. And the reason for that is because everyone's attention when there is a promo coming out is to snipe or to look at the promo team itself. That is something that I want you guys to really take into account today, is getting on bids. Whether you're bidding on 84 fodder or 90 fodder, it doesn't matter. You can really get on some really good deals today on fodder if you guys look at the correct cards. Just persist with it, because there's a lot of money to be made, and you can, bid on a card until you make profit, and then you can sell right away, or wait for a potential rebound in those cards. Now, something you might see actually before 6 p.m. content is this market 86 index to go down a little bit. And if you do see that happening, right, so right now you see it at 87 points. It peaked at 88 just earlier today, or earlier, on my video here. If this is like 76 points, 75 points, it means that people are selling these cards off, right? So keep an eye on that as well, in my opinion. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about is the actual promo team itself. Now, I said to you guys earlier in the video that I'm going to be saving packs myself, which means I'm not the only one that's going to be doing this. So when it comes to this, make sure you guys are keeping an eye on the supply on the first day promo cards, right? The Adidas cards that are coming out today, I want you guys to monitor if they're really low in that first hour. Now, we thought that a guy like Kulusevski was really low first hour, and I kept on hesitating and hesitating and hesitating, and I never bought him. And it was good that I never did, because he just got absolutely destroyed throughout the day. That is something that you guys have to be wary of. It is a risk trading like this with these first day promo cards, whether you're trying to flip them overnight into I'll buy that because it has Hunter and a 3k undercut. Whether you were trying to flip these cards overnight into Saturday morning, or you're just looking to flip these cards in the first hour, or trying to perfect their low point in those first few hours to then get a rebound. Just be careful, because it is a risk investment or a risk buy. I'm just going to tell you guys that for a fact. The low risky move you guys can do today, though, is silvers. And we just got our first batch of League SBCs, I guess is what EA is going to call them. But we saw some really nice rises on these silver cards. So what you can do today on Fridays, because I don't think a lot of people are going to be like focusing on silvers today. I think a lot of people are going to be focusing on the promo team and other types of things on the market, whatever SBC or objective they release. Silvers are going to be your best friend today, whether it's bidding or sniping them as well. I made a killing today on silver cards, and I made a killing on little low budget filters like non-rare gold bidding. And the reason I did that sort of stuff is because I wanted to show the stream that I can make money. Christensen there at 500 coins. What I'm going to do is pretty much just like go onto his card, and I'm going to see what he's currently selling for on the market. He's currently a 650 coin card. I can snipe that, and I'll probably have no competition on it, because why would somebody be paying attention to this card on a promo Friday? They'd rather be paying attention to the new João Felix, the new Paul Pogba, players like that. So you guys can make a lot of coins by bidding, sniping silvers from top 5 leagues, or non-rare goals that just go for anything in this game. There's a lot of money to be made in this sort of stuff today, so keep an eye on that. I do expect there to be an objective. If the objective card that comes out is anyone like that Antonio that came out, and we saw the Leon Bailey rise because of the lack of links that card gets, keep an eye out for the links that this card does get. If it gets like 10 to 12 different links, don't really worry about buying cards at 6 p.m. But if it has only one link, and you guys can like determine that, keep an eye on it. I really would, because there could be some plays at 6 p.m. and think on the fly when it comes to something like that, because you're going to be the one that has to think of the actual link that card gets to the objective card. One last thing, heroes. And I'm not talking about your just like regular Kohlers and Mostavi. They might go back up. I'm not really interested in those though. Every single Friday, these type of cards go down. Cordoba, Robbie Keane, Joe Cole, Pele, Ginola, Di Natale, right? These cards every single week drop in price. They're kind of similar to the Messis, the Ronaldos, the Neymars, and the Mbappes. Just keep an eye on that sort of stuff. I think Cordoba's been a great rebound every single week. Robbie Keane as well, right? These are cards that are really meta, and regardless of supply, they seem to really go back up in price every single week. Keep an eye on that. And if you're looking to buy a Ronaldo, a Messi, a Neymar in particular today, I'd be keeping an eye on because he's out of packs. You guys know the drill when it comes to out of pack cards. If that's down, it makes absolutely no sense. So thank you guys for watching the video today. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, you guys can do so many different trading methods, so many looks on the market today. I hope you guys enjoy it. Stream will be in like 9 hours from when I'm uploading this video. So I'll see you guys then. All day stream, and we're going to make a lot of coins today on the market. So see you then. Peace.